and I'm not sure what this represents, except it's 14 to 14.5 of something now, whereas it will go down to like 11%. So, and it will be an incremental and progressive tax part, but it's just supplementary. But however, again, it's very important to know the bureaucratic expenses that the insurance companies currently get, which is about 30%.
Right,
The
exactly.
expense,
It's about 30% of our
will
healthcare
go
is
down to
goes to
Medicare,
insurance.
which is about 3 to 5%, one would say. So there's
Right.
a net
To
for,
say nothing of executive
and the
bonuses.
businesses will experience a net improvement in their operating costs, meaning to say, again, it'll drop about 3 points or more.
Well, and then, you know, we were talking about this on the bus ride up, is that, you know, for small businesses, it will be a leveling the playing field, because right now, they have to compete with the bigger companies who have better health
Right.
benefits, so
That's true.
it actually helps people. And then, because of pre-existing conditions, people can't change jobs, so it's really hard for employees to go, and this impacts the small
Right.
businesses at a
Oh no,
bigger
there's
rate,
a
yeah.
tremendous amount of benefits,
Yeah.
and you know, but again, it's not free, right? And so understanding
Right.
what the true costs are going to be and what all the benefits will be, and having
Right.
a nonpartisan, true economic analysis of it, so people can really digest it, I think is going to be important, and that's what folks are kind of
And
waiting
that's
on.
what's coming out any day now.
The argument that I hear, I go around speaking on single payer, the argument that I hear from the audience most frequently is, look at the state our government is in. How can you trust government with something as precious as healthcare? And if you think about that, it's not something to be dismissed, it's something to be
Medicare has
answered.
been a great success since
That's right.
1964.
But we're not trusting them with our healthcare. We're trusting private doctors with our healthcare.
Right.
We're just trusting them to finance our healthcare.
Right. And this is, that, I'm pointing this out that, as, evidence that we're not getting the right message out. It's
Right,
not-
I
it's
think
not-
your point is
It's
valid.
not Jerry Hill that's not getting it out,
Right.
it's we are not
Right.
talking to
People
enough
are very
people.
fearful. The right has done a
Right.
tremendous job of scaring people
Yes.
about what life under
Government.
universal health care, government-run health care will look like.
Death
That
panels.
you'll be dying waiting in the
Yeah.
ERs because there's not enough doctors and all of this stuff. So, I mean, there's a real fear factor out there for
I
people
think
who are
it
like don't want to give up. Hey, I've got my insurance, I've got my doctor.
That's what's going on, especially the ones that are against the insurance or against a single payer. You know what? Somebody was mentioning about the Republicans in the Valley, Central Valley. I guess you're speaking about the
Canella
farming
is the guy.
farming
Canella is the local.
conglomerates and all these huge ones. But they do have migrant workers, and they need medical care. But we do supplement it already in the first place because they go to they go to emergency. They have illnesses from the poisons that they use in the field, and how much do they get in terms of corporate welfare? You know, to make up for the droughts. How much do they get for the water? I mean, you can't just say that it's going to cost us a whole lot of money, because everybody's going to be straddled. We're already straddled with.
That's
taking
right, it
care of-
already costs a whole lot of
Yeah.
money, more than it needs to cost. What did you want to say?
I want to ask, have you got any lobbying against the bill from?
Not yet. We're starting to see some of the phone calls increase of people calling for no on the bill. Before I hadn't gotten one. I kind of thought it was almost a mistake when someone called because our phone lines were just being flooded, but someone actually did call in opposition. So clearly, I don't know if it's the insurance groups or who, but and then I've asked other staff today, and they've all gotten a few people calling for no today. So something's starting. I don't know if it's the insurance groups or what, but
You know, it's something I'm learning now. What does it mean? Robocalls. Or I guess it's more online probably, where there's some sort of a mechanized, computerized ability to pretend that there's a lot of opposition. But
well,
that's
the
not the case.
robocalls are more like it's a message I call you like, do you support universal health care? You're like, yeah, of course. Oh, cool. And then they automatically connect you to our office since you're a constituent.
Right.
I mean,
Or
that's
maybe it's bots. I think it's bots. You know that word bot?
Yeah.
B-O-T? It's robots pretending to be online email senders who are not real people. They're just programmed to pretend and skew the data that way. But it is good. That was a great question to know about.
We are, as
Opposition.
a legislator who's worth his salt, is going to listen to the way his constituents want him or her to vote. But they'll also have a conscience of their own.
And a lot of us came up Wednesday for the health committee, the Senate Health Committee, and they had to line up.
Oh
get
yeah,
to say
that
your
was
name.
quite impressive. It was awesome.
Well, and
You guys
all,
did a
it
great
seemed like
job.
everyone in the suit were underwriters, but the only ones who were saying they were for at that meeting, it seemed. I don't know of any non-insurance company type who are actually there
Right, right.
to say they're for. But there are plenty of people from all there. Like, you know, I think it's a collection of people. I mean, I don't know most of these people. I never met them until today. But we're all, you
Yeah.
know, gathered
No,
together.
there's a
'cause
huge
we
coalition,
care
and you
about-
guys are doing a great job of
Yeah.
organizing and getting the word out. And you know, this is just the very, very first hurdle of many. But like I said, it's getting out. it's the Senate is not going to be your problem. I don't foresee. I think your true hurdles lie in the Assembly, but it's certainly getting off suspense. That's the benefit of being the chair of the Appropriations Committee, is all your bills get out. That's why it's such a coveted position. You don't lose any bills.
Yeah, well, we were worried about the health committee.
Yeah.
But we've got 1,000 people out there that day.
You did. You guys did a good job. So I'll make sure that the Senator Hill gets this, and I'll
Yeah, I
pass
mean, we'd love to hear if he can co-sponsor or not. I mean, that would be something we'd really like to hear from you. In any way he can help push the bill, in addition to voting for it, which we appreciate. And
Sure.
we appreciate your support for it.
Yes,
especially
thank
in the
you.
time you spent with us today.
But also, please convey our thanks.
Yeah.
for the
Yes,
support we're
yes,
getting.
yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. We've
So-
gotten, like I said, hundreds and hundreds of constituents calls, so I know that the ground is swelling for the support, especially in the Bay Area.
And if he
so
wants to
that's
hear
good.
more, we'll come back.
Yeah. He's good. But like I said, and that's just more of a time management thing, right? I mean, you guys should really be targeting members who who have not publicly said that they're supporting
We
the
are
bill,
doing
right?
that. We are doing that as well.
That's next.
Yeah, right, that's what I'm saying.
Now, we have the list of the people that need to be
Exactly,
turned,
and that's
but,
where
yeah,
your
we
time
have
and
that
effort
list,
should
yeah.
go, right? Yeah, I mean, once somebody has committed publicly to voting for it, then that lets you free up your time to go target the ones that haven't, right? Because this is going to be, every vote is going to matter, and it's going to be close.
But even if people supporting, we want to make sure we appreciate it.
Yeah,
they
no, and I'll
appreciate
pass
it,
along the
yeah.
thanks and make sure that he gets this, and he'll be very thankful that you guys came by.
Thanks, Megan. That's really
Before we
great
leave,
talking
could
to
we
you.
use the space for a second? Just so to have a quick little meeting, because I'm gonna go to Kevin Mullins, some of us are going.
Oh, sure, of course.
Oh, good,
You guys take
great.
your time.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you. It was very nice meeting
Thank
you
you.
guys. Thanks
You
for
have
driving.
business cards out in the
Thank
front
I
desk?
sure do.
And
Yeah.
Jennifer was really nice to us.
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
She
yeah,
was
no,
really great.
Jennifer's car's out there,
No, but
mine's
she-
out
yeah,
there,
yeah,
everybody's
she-
car's
just
out
let you
there.
know, she was
Yeah.
really great.
Yeah, thank
Okay.
you.
All
You
right,
guys,
thanks.
thank you so much. You guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Oh, I just wanted to share with you, I do have, this is so exciting to be helping these two key things, thank you. This is for the Disclose Act. This is where you have to disclose on any